Feud with President Trump. Senator Bob Corker, he's voicing what other lawmakers are reluctant to say publicly. Let's go to our congressional correspondent, Phil Mattingly. Phil, what we heard from Senator Corker is clearly extraordinary, but what are you hearing up on Capitol Hill?
They just want him to knock it off. They want the president to knock it off. They want Senator Corker to knock it off. Look, the reality is what Senator Corker said largely rings true. It's what several aides that I've spoken to over the course of the last 48 hours are willing to acknowledge. There's an uneasiness with the North Korea tweets. There's a lot of frustration with the kind of lack of focus on the legislative agenda, and certainly lawmakers are unsettled by kind of the diverse political allies of the president seeming to threaten their sitting members. But the reality also is this. There is an agenda, and a very complicated one, as Jeff laid out, when it comes to tax reform, where they need everybody on the same page, everybody unified, and everybody reiterating the same exact message. Things like what occurred this weekend between Senator Corker and President Trump only move them away from that, and that is severely problematic, Wolf.
How does the looming legislative battle over the president's proposed tax cuts, tax reform factor in all of this?
Look, it's an open question. Jeff did a really good job laying out the numbers here. Obviously, they have a very, very slim margin to work with, only 52 seats. If they want to pass this with just Republicans, they're going to need at least 50 of them to vote yes. And look, Senator Corker has already made clear his concerns about the tax proposal, the framework, which has already been released. His issues are on deficit grounds. But the big concern right now is alienating senators on a personal level. While nobody up here thinks that Senator Corker would vote against a tax plan because he's upset with the president, certainly every bit helps. Every personal connection helps. Every effort by the administration to lobby behind the scenes to get lawmakers, to get Republicans on board, that matters. We saw it in healthcare. We saw healthcare go down. There's a lot of concern right now about a lack of focus, about issues that are being raised that don't need to be, and about the very real possibility that if they fail on tax reform as well, they get to the 2018 election with no real legislative achievement. And as several Republicans have said blatantly on the record, if we get to 2018 with no legislative achievements, we know voters are not going to be happy, Wolf.
You're absolutely